All right, welcome back. We're now joined with Matt Bennett. He is our Senior Vice President of Institutional Advancement at Cleary University. Welcome, Matt.
Thank you, Janelle. It's a privilege to be here. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. So I'm so excited to have you on today. We've got some exciting things to talk about and share with our listeners. But before we do that, I love to give you an opportunity and to give our guests an opportunity to really share a little bit about themselves with our listeners so they can kind of get to know the person behind the title and just, what brought you to Cleary. I always find it really intriguing to learn about the career paths because I know we all kind of set out on this trajectory and it doesn't, there's different moves along the way that have actually gotten us to where we're at. So,
sure. No, thank you, Janelle. It's once again a privilege to be here. Thanks for having me. And as a representative of Cleary University, I always quote my father, who was a minister, and he'd say, "Why? The prayers come in your time, the answers don't." And so we all plan these trajectories, right, on where we think we should be in X number of years, etc. Mine obviously took a couple of right turns. I actually was fortunate enough to get into education at Northwood University, which is my alma mater. I played baseball there, studied finance there, and became a director of their graduate programs coming out of my graduate program. As fate would have it, I completed my PhD, and my dissertation chair at Lawrence Technological University, right up the road, lives in Brighton, and a position came up here at Cleary for their Vice President of Enrollment, Communications, and Marketing, which is a mouthful. Took a leap of faith with a 9-month pregnant wife and a 3-year-old, and we got the gig back in late 2013. So I was most intrigued about the opportunity to build. Cleary's a 100% business institution, which was starting intercollegiate athletics. With my background, I was charged with inspiring, engaging, and exciting the community. That was my job. And
it all makes sense now.
So yeah, it's as fate would have it, I think we've done a pretty good job of that, and honestly have become, I think, entrenched in this community. I've been referred to as a transplant more than 1 or 2 times, but at the same time, like you, I think you overcome a lot of that with doing what you say and saying what you do. So yeah, I've been here. I'll be celebrating my 8th year at Cleary. Time flies. July 16th. So Cleary has been tremendous to me and my family, and this Howell community and Livingston County in general has been tremendous. So we're excited about what's next.
Absolutely, as are we. Thank you for sharing that with us. I always find it, like I said, very intriguing, and congratulations on 8 years coming up in July. That's outstanding.
Hey, it's been an interesting ride for those that know Livingston County and what we have accomplished at Cleary.
Yes, absolutely. So we feel lucky to have you at Cleary. It's been there's been a lot of changes, I know, over that trajectory. So
just getting started.
Just getting started. It's that excitement piece, right? You got to keep people excited, engaged.
It's kind of like Missouri, the show me state, right? What have you done for me lately? So it's always, we've built a pretty good solid foundation, and now it's continually build and grow for the community at large.
Wonderful. Well, we look forward to it. So I know that you guys have a special event coming up, something that you've kind of done every year, but of course things have changed because of the pandemic. But I'm going to go ahead and let you kind of take it from here to share with our listeners what we're looking forward to in this coming June.
No, thank you. It is a privilege to be in this community. It's a very giving and engaged community, as you know. But our goal is obviously, as the only 4-year university in town, is to excite, engage, inspire, and bring people together in a lot of sectors that maybe wouldn't necessarily be a part of that. This is our 6th year for our signature event, which is labeled Vehicle to a Better Future. The theme and mantra obviously continues to evolve with the times we live in, but it still is going to focus on cars, cocktails, and cuisine. And it's our opportunity to engage business leaders like you and your show, if you will, with culinary experts. And it's a battle for the coveted Cleary Cup. So what we've done is we've brought CEOs from throughout the Southeast Michigan, Detroit, and so forth. Rather than a competition inside this year, we have reimagined Vehicle to a Better Future amidst this pandemic to provide it in a more expansive and safe outdoor venue on the beautiful campus of Cleary University. So we will be pairing executives from throughout this region with chef and food truck owners to provide a signature dish for that night, so that participants who join us for the event will be voting for their winner with their dollars. This is Cleary University's only key fundraising event of the year. Every dollar that we raise through this event goes directly to support underserved and students in need, whether it be scholarships or housing needs or things of that nature. And this year more than ever, as I know listeners know, families have been impacted significantly. So The pressure's on for us, if you will, to deliver a dynamic event that will invest in our aspiring business students. So June 17th is the date, 6 p.m. to question mark, as we've got some new features this year. It will be held on the campus of Cleary University. More importantly, it'll be on the Lake Trust Stadium and MS Field of Cleary University, which is only 3 years old. So if you've not been on campus, this is your excuse to see what I coin our 150,000 square feet of awesome here in Livingston County. So that's your teaser, and I'm looking forward to getting any more questions you have answered about the event.
Absolutely. Well, what a creative twist. I love, we were just talking with First National Bank previously, just before you came in here, and just how everybody has really worked to shift and pivot and look at things through a whole different lens to make sure that we're still providing community connection. And like, as you mentioned, really engaging, aspiring, exciting, our surrounding community and the surrounding region. So I know that you mentioned some food trucks. What details can you share about this event? I know it's early stages and you're still planning, but
I would provide another teaser. Sorry to be avoiding the question, but we're wrapping up our CEOs here over the next 7 to 10 days. We do have some doozies, some very well-known and prominent figures in our region. I will say that we're actually expanding not only local food truck owners to give that sense of community for Livingston County, but we're also expanding that to Southeast Michigan and strategically trying to align very popular food trucks with followings so that we can bring them to our community to get a taste, no pun intended, of all that we have to offer in a very different venue. So this is also different for the food truck owners that we're finding, because typically they would be paid to provide their entire menus, right, to the public. They're very intrigued about being able to produce one signature dish for our competition and paired with a CEO. So they're excited about showing their wares. More to come. For those that have interest, we'll be posting some of those things here via social media and throughout our channels over the next week.
Yeah, no, this is so exciting, and I just love the idea of pairing that food truck with that CEO, because I think also this is just going to provide a lot of opportunity for our community food trucks as well, to just network and get a little more integrated within the business community right here in the Howell region. So what a unique idea. I love it.
Well, I think as the only four-year institution, our job is really to serve as a connector. Right, it's our job to connect business with business, business with community. We can do that in a non-invasive way. I mean, we can bring people together in very different venues than someone from another institution might be able to do. And so we view that as our gateway to business development. So working with our friends at the Howell Chamber of Commerce and you and others throughout the community, it really is 6 degrees of separation where people get to network and build better ties so that we can serve as that connector for growth.
Absolutely, and this is just, I think this is going to be a really great, different event this year. I almost think that, this will really kind of set off, again, what you've built on as this wonderful foundation, so.
I can tell you, and I pray, we certainly don't have control of what we can or can't do in terms of gatherings, so fingers crossed and prayers out there for good weather and a great day on Thursday, June 17th, but I would say there's been a tremendous response from those who we've engaged already, because I know there's significant pent-up demand. By our very nature, we want to engage each other. And so if we can provide that venue in a safe and secure environment, by golly, we will do so.
Well, we thank you for that.
Amen.
So one kind of exciting thing that we really haven't talked about a lot yet is the partnership between the Howell Area Chamber of Commerce, more specifically the Michigan Challenge Balloonfest and the modified version of that event this year, and how we're working with your events this year to create a really nice partnership.
Did not want to take the steam away from your teaser, Janelle. So for those listening, this is, as we've reimagined the event, it really became a no-brainer as you and I have had conversations about ways that we can magnify events and opportunities throughout our community together to demonstrate our committed and deep relationships, right, for not only our institutions, but the community at large. And knowing that you're facing challenges, we're facing challenges with planning and how we can deliver an event that has gatherings. We thought it very well, and kudos to you and our committee for coming up with the idea, a group of leaders throughout this region, but what better way than to merge the events in some way, shape, or form to enhance awareness, enhance visibility, put a big spotlight not only on Cleary University and our students, but more importantly, our partnerships with the community, the chambers of commerce. So this year we're integrating the Michigan Balloonfest Challenge teaser, if you will, by having pilots and their balloons and envelopes on Lake Trust Stadium, MS Field at Lake Trust Stadium, for a glow finale. This will serve as kind of a subtle kickoff, if you will, launch for your partners, your sponsors, our pilots, and all that they do for the community at Lake Trust Stadium. So a little different venue. We've got, as I said, 150,000 square feet of awesome at Lake Trust Stadium. So we have plenty of room. And what better way to close out our event, in which actually the grand finale is not only a balloon glow on campus, but it's where we will select a full 4-year scholarship recipient. Our commitment to investing in the future of this region. So a winner at that evening will have the opportunity to transform a life with a full 4-year scholarship valued at nearly $95,000. So it's us putting our money where our mouth is and investing in aspiring business talent. But this way we get to put a spotlight on renowned events like the Michigan Balloonfest Challenge and expanding our audiences together. I think that's going to be really exciting.
Oh, I do too. And, you know, we, at the Michigan Challenge Balloonfest, we really wanted to host a glow this year, but we really just didn't have the capacity to do that with the environment that we're in. So we're excited to be able to partner in this way to provide this mini balloon glow on what you're calling 150,000 square feet of awesome. So I do think that it's going to be a really nice way to kind of have a grand finale to the evening, but also kind of signify the kickoff of the Michigan Challenge Balloonfest, which will be the following weekend.
Sure.
And so we can definitely partner in that way. And what a commitment to this region, as you guys will also be just recognizing an individual for a full 4-year tuition. I mean, this is some exciting stuff, and we are so happy to be at the table and just partnering in this way and supporting these initiatives, because it is vitally important as we look at the emerging workforce and the needs for workforce development in our community. I mean, you guys are there. You're developing leaders. You're cultivating a workforce. So it's a perfect partnership, and we just couldn't be more excited. So
well, we're firm believers that as you know us well enough, you are who your friends are. So for those that are interested, feel free to check it out. It is a culmination of cocktails and cars and cuisine, where we have members with Adam Janelle and Mob Steel and Detroit Steel Wheel Company. We'll have custom automobiles parceled throughout campus. Just spoke with Ken Lingenfelter. There will be vehicles from the Lingenfelter collection, etc. Some unique cocktails and streaming obviously will be on hand. And we just thought it made all the sense in the world to integrate the balloon glow, parlor games for those sparsed around, and obviously pacing and so forth, so people feel safe and secure outside.
Awesome, Matt. So in 10 seconds or less, where can somebody contact you to get more information about the event?
Go online directly, www.cleary.edu/vehicle, or you can reach me directly at 800-686-1883.
Thanks so much, Matt.
Thank you.